Hi everyone, I am Ketra. Welcome to your reading for Aries for the month of July. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As always, these are collective readings, so these messages may not resonate with you, and if they don't, that's okay. If you feel like they resonate with somebody else, please feel free to share my video. As always, thank you so much to my subscribers, and thank you to every single one of my viewers. I appreciate you all so much. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at where you're at, where you're going, and some messages from future self. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this collectively. We're also going to keep in mind some of your astrology, some of your light traits and your shadow traits as we navigate through this reading. So we're going to go ahead and we start with the 9 of Cups, 10 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Hierophant, 9 of Swords, and the Fool. Yay. Everyone loves a good journey. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. We'll set these guys over here. And then we're going to also use the Oracle of the Unicorns deck. So I hope you are all doing super fantastic. It's hard to hide the excitement. I just got some really good news. So feels like it is going to be a fantastic month of July. All right. We have Goddess on that one. We're going to use this Oracle deck too. We're going to put this guy right here. And these are some of my favorite Oracle decks that I've chosen to use for the month of July. I'll be using these decks for all signs. But so far, it looks like the energy that we're in right now, 9 of Cups. So that is wish fulfillment. And it looks like, to me, wish fulfillment after the end of a cycle. But it took some work. So you've got your 9 of Cups here. And again, I feel like you're finally at a place where you've got a lot of things lined up and together, but it took you going through a 10 of Swords moment. It took a cycle in your life finally ending. And the way it feels like it came about was slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Most of my readings are more geared towards people that are on their path to sobriety or their spiritual path to recovery. So it feels like if that is the direction that I typically go in, it feels like you put a lot of work into yourself and you're kind of seeing the gifts that are now coming to you from doing that slow and steady work. But we're going to use some clarifying cards just to kind of take a deeper look at each of the cards as they sit. But I like this for you. I like that your energy is that 9 of Cups energy. So with the 9 of Cups, we have the 7 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the 3 of Swords. And so it feels like with your 9 of Cups, you really had to take a look at your life. You had to take a look at the situations that you were putting yourself in. And you're figuring out that it wasn't worth it. And now that you've figured out that it wasn't worth it, you're moving forward through the ending of that cycle. And so that ending of that cycle was brought to you by clarity. You had to slow down and kind of figure out what was correct for you. And in doing so, that had to take some time. You had to do some work on yourself. So you've definitely done a lot of work on yourself, Aries, in reference to where you're currently at right now. But again, that Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady as we go into the month of July. So I love that for you. You have the Goddess card here that says, honor your divine feminine energy. So male or female. If you're a male, then you lean into your feminine side and honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. So male or female, this card does not, it doesn't matter if you're male or female is basically what I'm getting at with that. And so that goddess energy. So like honor that inner goddess within. But I love the energy that you're in right now. I love that you're taking things slow and steady and that you're able to see that progress through that cycle ending, you got your clarity, and now you've got your wish fulfillment. And you're kind of like thinking, okay, was all of that worth it? Absolutely. When we go through our shadows to get to the light, everything is worth it. So mid-month, let's say we've got Ace of Pentacles, we've got Four of Pentacles, and we've got the Page of Cups. So our Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity that's going to be coming to you for the month of July. But I wouldn't think too hard on it. You've got the Four of Pentacles here, and sometimes that's when we kind of get stuck in our thinking and our thoughts. And so what you really need to do is just take a look at it from as if you are the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups with the little fish in there, you have to take care of the work that you've put into yourself. You have to take care and be mindful of how you feel emotionally as you move through the month of July, especially with it being Cancer season. Our emotions tend to run high. So we want to make sure that we take that time to not get stuck in our heads. And when that new opportunity comes up for you this month, just really take that time to focus and feel how it feels. Feel if your heart really wants to go into that direction. And we're going to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Temperance. And so with our Temperance card, that is really taking, it feels like you have taken the time to go in one direction. And so with Temperance, they're taking one thing and going into another, but all they really need to do is go down that path to glory. So this opportunity feels like it's going to lead you to the path of glory, but there's probably some things that you have to do in between, right? So you have to be mindful, especially when we're in recovery, not to get kind of stuck in our heads, not to kind of like hold on to the past is what I kind of feel. And then you have the Hanged Man with the Four of Pentacles. And so what that tells me, Aries, is you've had enough time to think. You've thought really long and hard about what you want to do moving forward. So when this new opportunity comes up in the month of July, don't stay too long in that solitude moment. It's always great to pause when we're on this journey, but I think you need to come down from being the Hanged Man and take some action and move forward. And so let's see why our Page of Cups is here. Our Page of Cups is here with the High Priestess. Our High Priestess is really devoted to the intuition. She's really devoted to balance and structure. And so I think when this opportunity comes up, we don't think about it too long. It feels like it's going to be very beneficial, and it feels like you're going to know, because the High Priestess, she's very intuitive. And so that's exactly what I was saying with that Page of Cups, is they really want you to, and I say my guides they really want you to just kind of go with the flow. Be careful, listen to your heart on how it feels, and use your intuition. What feels right when that opportunity comes up for you this month? What feels right? So the next thing we're going to do is look at our oracle card that we started with, which is, again, the Spirit of the Animal Oracle. Goose, or inner knowing, exactly what I just said. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. Absolutely. That is so, I love the messages on these oracle cards, because that is literally what's happening mid-month, is you're ready to fly. You've had the time to think. Again, if you're on that path to spiritual recovery from so many different things, you've taken the time, you've done the work. This looks really good for you mid-month. And then it looks like we're ending our month with some pretty strong energy. You have the Hierophant here. Our Hierophant, for me, this means that you have been taught the lessons, especially with the Hanged Man sitting here. You've been taught the lessons. So now's the time to go forward. Now's the time to, again, you have the 10 of Swords here, and then you have the 9 of Swords here. And so the 9 of Swords is typically when you're in a nightmare. But I believe for you, the nightmare is over, because when we look at the 10 of Swords, we have that 4 of Pentacles, but the Hanged Man is really telling us, come down from that Hanged Man position. And that's going to take you out of the cycle of the nightmare, which I love that for you. And then you're starting a new journey. You have the Fool here. So I do definitely feel like especially when we've got the Ace of Pentacles right here mid-month. You've got an opportunity that's coming your way, and it looks like you put the work in. You found that balance in your life. You put the work in for this to happen. So this is divinely gifted to you. Again, it's the gifts of sobriety. It's the gifts of that spiritual path of recovery, right? And so with the Hierophant, take what you've learned, go forward. You're no longer in the nightmare that you were in, and you're starting a new journey. So we're going to clarify and see why the Hierophant is here. I love a good Hierophant moment. That means let's go forward with what we've taught others. Let's go forward with what we've been taught. Four of Pentacles. So you have the Four of Pentacles twice. So again, that just means it's just another reminder, because again, what we do sometimes is we get stuck in our head. So if I look at some of your shadow traits, impulsive, reactive, combative, reckless, impatient, don't be impatient as you go through this month. Just take your time. You know, again, you've got the Hanged Man here and you've got that Four of Pentacles here. Don't sit too long in this energy. You know what you need to do. Just go ahead and keep moving forward. You've got your Nine of Swords being clarified by your Queen of Cups. Yep. Because you've had that Ten of Swords moment, you're no longer in that Nine of Swords moment. So you have that opportunity moving forward to just go ahead. And again, like I said, with that Page of Cups, use your hearts, like knowledge. Guidance is what I just keep hearing. Use your heart's guidance as you move forward through the month of July, especially again, because I think that opportunity mid-month is going to be pretty good for you. And then that journey that you're going on is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. And so it feels like you have done a lot of work up to this point to continue forward on this journey. You're spinning this wheel forward, it feels like, with this whole collective spread. It just feels like you're moving yourself forward. And so we're going to look at this oracle card here. Courage makes the heart bloom. My brave and noble heart illuminates my being. And that was the direct message that I'm getting. It's that heart soul, that heart and soul, move forward through your heart and soul. Listen to your intuition this month. Listen to the guidance that's being gifted to you. You also have these two cards here, Delicate Rose. Be willing to honestly say what you feel, no matter how terrifying it may seem. Unlocking solutions through compromise. You will create the successful outcome you are hoping for. Absolutely. So I'm definitely looking forward to finding out what's happening for the Aries Collective this month. So feel free to leave a comment. Let me know after you've kind of moved through your month, this month of July. Let me know how this month has played out for you. We're going to go ahead and we're going to end with a couple of Spirit Animal Oracle cards, because if you've watched my videos before, you know I love these little cards. They're so cute. And I love the little messages. So you have Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Absolutely. You are the miracle. You are the miracles. You are the writer of your story, especially when you recognize that the spiritual path that you're on is the one that feels good, it feels right. And then you have Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Absolutely. Definitely a theme for this reading. You've overcome so much, and it looks like a great mid-month, and it looks like you're ending the month really, really strong. So I'm super happy for you. So as always, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. And until the next video, have a really great day.